Damien Cottier, welcome to the Media Box. Your report concerns post-monitoring situation in Montenegro. Now, your report also suggests there have been some improvements there. What sort? What's happened?
I think the most important progress we have seen in the recent months, actually, it's the change in the political composition of the parliament and the government. That's not something obvious. You have a change, you have an election with a shift of power, and the new government took place without problems. Actually, there were tensions, there were discussions, and this is normal in the political life. But the constitution, the institutions were respected, and that's proof of maturity for a country, for democracy, to be able to have this difficult shift of power between different political parties with different opinions. But it happened, and it happened in a normal context. And this we really commend in the assembly, this maturity of all political actors who thought for solutions after this important election last year. But it's not the only point where the assembly saw progress in Montenegro.
Now, you are concerned still about the judiciary and the reappointment of judges past their 2-term limit of positions. What's happening there? How dangerous is that? What's the concern?
Yeah, we have as co-rapporteur for the assembly, we have a mandate with 4 different topics, which we really look at in the country, and one of them is the independence of the judiciary. It's very important that the judicial system can work for itself without influence or without too much influence of the government or the parliament branch. And this we have still to work on in Montenegro. The government, the parliament has to work on this because for the moment there is too much influence. And one of the problems is actually the terms of the judges. Normally, a president of a court can be appointed and reappointed actually for 2 terms maximum. It's the constitution of the country that says that. And there had been cases recently where a judge, for example, has been elected for the 8th time. So we consider it's not good because we consider it's important to have a diversity also in the persons that have certain positions, not only in the government and parliamentary branch, but also in the judicial system.
There have been some concerns, some disquiet over religious issues there, freedom of religion and so on. Mm-hmm. Are you satisfied that those tensions are behind us now and that Montenegro can move forward?
Yes, we are. Actually, there were a lot of tensions about this law on freedom of religion, and it was an interesting issue because there is a lot of progress in this law. There were a lot of very good things that the Assembly really commended and wanted to have implemented, but there were some problems, mainly about the property of churches. And the government actually last year decided to take out of the bill this part of the text that were causing some difficulties, and they were problematic. So the solution now is good because the government and the parliament have kept what is a progress in our opinion, and they have taken out the points that have been problematic. Maybe something I want to say here, because it's more general, we would really recommend the government of Montenegro to consult more before presenting new bills or new laws, new projects. Because in this case, but in a more recent case, it's the same. The government comes with a project, and then you have a lot of reactions, and then it adapts its project. And we would say it would be more efficient and actually a better way to govern, to actually consult more the different parties, the different stakeholders before coming with a raw project. They can come with a draft, ask questions, look at the reactions, adapt, and then come with a project. And we think it would be better.
You feel there is a sign of growing maturity, political maturity in Montenegro?
Yes, absolutely. We see that there is another law we were discussing a lot with the authorities and the assembly yesterday, a reform of the prosecutorial system. and the prosecutor's office and the special prosecutor's office. And there too, there has been a draft law, strong reactions also by the European Union on what was proposed, what was foreseen. And the reaction by the government was to ask the Venice Commission of the Council of Europe about recommendations on constitutional changes. And the Venice Commission is the Commission for Democracy through law, through constitutional questions. And it brings good advice to a country to how change such things. So it was actually a very mature decision by the government to actually stop the process and ask the Venice Commission and start with a discussion, a dialogue with the Council of Europe and its institutions. So we really commend that. It's not the only case where the government did that, and we think it's exactly what it should do, and it's something we really approve and we are proud of and we are very happy of, because we want to have a dialogue with the authorities and work together to find the best solutions.
Damien Cottier, thank you very much indeed.